morning to you, Vick and Omoefe.
Right.
How are you doing this morning? And how was your
Very
weekend?
well. We are
Very well,
so sporty right now, Vicky. All right, talk to us about what's going on out there in Abeokuta.
Yes, before I'll definitely go into what's happening here, both of you were talking about endorsements. So I feel I should come up with the endorsement from this side of Abeokuta. And my two hands are up in the air, endorsing both of you.
Okay.
Vicky, Vick! Oh my goodness. Don't worry now. Don't worry. We'll endorse you too. Right. Go ahead, Vicky.
It's good to be on the show this morning.
Yeah,
it's good to be on the show this morning. From the other side of Abeokuta. Abeokuta is calm.
Right.
As usual, early in the morning like this, it is calm. And being a Monday, everyone is expected to face up to their places of work. And hopefully, but it's going to be different thing entirely at the MKO Abiola Sports Complex because of the festival is still on. Hopefully tomorrow I will try to look at the economic angle of the festival because a lot of people at the stadium were giving stands to market one or two of their goods and also services. In as much as most of the marketers are probably traders around this period talking about the economy, and some were really happy that business is doing well. Some also complained. I actually have some clips. I have to work on that, which I'm presently working on to see how we can bring that one up to speed. But let's go down to the activities from the weekend. It was a weekend of activities, and I will start with the fastest man in Nigeria. Now we have the fastest man in Nigeria, and he's no other place from Edo State. Now in the training final, talking about this man, an Igbo man from the southwest, but based in Edo State. On Saturday night, he clinched the gold medal with a time of 10.27 seconds in the person of Chidera Ezeako. Now he is the fastest man on the planet, not on planet Earth, but here in Nigeria when it comes to the 100 meters. And followed closely is Enoch Adegoke, who is also from Edo State. And then we also have Emmanuel Taiwo from Rivers State. All of them winning gold, silver, and bronze medal respectively. Now Favor Ashe of Delta State was disqualified because of his incomplete bid. Now when as an athlete you'll be given 2 bid, and eventually he came to the event with only one, and when the officials looked at him, they had to disqualify him. Talking about Favor Ashe from Delta State. Well, Delta State, they are still on top of the medals table. We talked about that on Friday, and Elsa, and they are seated on top. Now they will be gunning for another triumph at the National Sport Festival because they won the National Sport Festival back in 2000. They won it also in 2022, and now they're on the verge again to still win it. Now we still have a number of days to still go, and let's see if they will maintain that momentum. Talking about Delta State. Now for the fastest woman in Nigeria, yes, it has to go to Success Omokoro. Yes, the NCCA champion won gold. Well, she was beaten by her teammate Kate Odumusu. So Odumusu is now the fastest woman on earth, and she defeated the NCAA champions, Success Omokoro. I talked about this last week, that a lot of upsets will keep coming on. So you can imagine in the 100 meters, Chidera, who is just from the local here in Nigeria, defeated someone who has already gone to the Olympics. Talking about Enoch Adegoke. Now we see another upset again. Talking about Kate Odomosu beating NCAA champion Success Omokoro. Now Odomosu finished in a time of 11.44 seconds. We'll see how it will pan out in the other events that we've gone about. I can tell you authoritatively that we have the fastest man and the fastest woman from Delta State, from Edo State, and we also look at Kate Odomosu from Delta. If Delta keep amassing all these, then what will happen in the next 2 days of the event. But like I said, a lot of things will still unfold in the track and field event, because that is the main focus in coming days. Now let's come to Team FCT. Now they had a good performance and also over the weekend, currently taking place at the Gateway Games. Now they secured 13 medals. Talking about Team FCT, they got about 13 medals so far. They clinched 4 gold medals in 2 in IU. Yes, 2 in IU, 1 in golf, and 1 in Wushu Kung Fu. That's talking about 4 gold medals for Team FCT. They also won 5 silver medals, 4 in weightlifting and 1 in an undisclosed event. I wonder why it's undisclosed when we got this from the media center. Right. Now, mind you, we have a lot of centers here in Abeokuta. We have the MKO Abiola Center, we have the Babcock Center, we have the Alake Center, and then we also have one in Ikene. So journalists some will stay in Abeokuta, then some will be at the media center to get results coming from other centers. Let's also tell you that Team FCT remains optimistic that they will get more medals in coming days, after they also got 3 bronze medals, 1 each in taekwondo, beach volley, and weight. Let's see how Team FCT will be on the table. Hopefully, they get the much needed results to get to the podium of the festival. Now we'll go straight to eSport. This was exactly the one that took my attention over the weekend. Talking about eSport. This sport is actually for the youth, for teenagers, to encourage them, take them out of the street. I remember a couple of months back when the federation was inaugurated at the Moshood Abiola Stadium in Abuja. Yes, it was inaugurated, and we were so excited. Even the DG of the National Sport Commission, in the person of Honorable Bukola Olopade, was also very happy with the inauguration of that federation. And also the chairman, talking about Shehu Jiku, he was also elated with the inauguration of that federation. And now they made their debut. They made their debut at the National Sport Festival. Now you could see they actually came with a different light. They stole the show on Saturday evening. Yes, they stole the show with music, with the DJs, a lot of games coming out, even on the screen. Yes, they played the FIFA football game, they played the wrestling game, the what we call street fight game, and other things like that, just to make sure that things went up. But let's just go straight into the news. Like I said, eSport Federation of Nigeria over the weekend made a groundbreaking debut on the National Sports Club. Now, this going down at the MKO Sports Complex here in Abeokuta. Now, the Chief Operating Officer, who was on ground in the person of Damilola Pedro, says that eSport has the potential to drive Nigeria's economy. According to her, the video game industry is worth over $200 billion, surpassing the combined value of film and music industry. Now, with over 3.3 billion people playing games globally, Africa is projected to house the fastest growing game population, and Nigeria is expected to have the highest deposit of gamers in Africa and the world by 2027. So that means there's a projection of 2 years from now. The Chief Operations Officer noted that eSport is not just a game, but a discipline that requires strategy, communications, and leadership performance under pressure. Like I said, you need to see how these youths were on ground, even enjoying themselves. And the gamers were in there preparing to, play these games. They were all wearing the green-white jersey. At the side of it, written the eSport Federation. Like I said, this is the maiden edition, or probably the maiden event that eSport will be participating. Hopefully, we'll see if we have other events in Africa that they will be joining also, and also have other events in probably in the world. And let's see how we go. Like I said, these guys are between the age of 18 and 22 in this sport here at the Gateway Games in Abeokuta. Now, away from the esports, let's also see that breaking news coming in says that the team Kaduna put up an impressive run at the ongoing National Sport Festival, claiming 2 top medals in both male and female category of beach volley. There is no beach in this team. Talking about this state, there is no beach in Kaduna State, but these guys are good in volleyball, and they've been able to prove their onion going out there, both the male and female category, also clinching the gold medal. Now, in the male category, Kaduna beat Rivers to lift the gold medal, while their host, Ogu, were beaten by Kaduna girls to pick gold medal in both categories. Now, speaking after that game, Adamu Mohammed, who happens to be the Kaduna State Volleyball Association secretary, praised both teams for making the state proud. You know, we praised the chairman of the Kaduna State Volleyball Association, Musa Nimrod, for motivating the team to victory. So it was a good one for Team Kaduna. Hopefully, like I said, other events will go down later today. We look at tennis. Yes, tennis, where Christopher Bulus and Barakat Kodri were champions of the men table tennis. Now for the table tennis star, Christopher Bulus, who won gold in the men's single tennis event at the festival. Now, Christopher achieved the feat after beating David Efeyon in the final. He won 6-2, 2-0 in that particular one. Meanwhile, in the women's single final, Barakat Kodri of Delta State was outstanding against Yakubu Ogunene of Ogun State, winning 6-1, 6-1 to go home with that gold medal. Now, speaking after the match, Barakat Kodri said the victory was a well-deserved one. Now, over the weekend, not even over, just yesterday, the chairman of the National Sports Festival, National Sports Commission, at the press conference with this is the World Press Conference, and answering questions and filling questions from journalists across the country. He spoke extensively about the sports festival. He also spoke about preparations for the next National Sports Festival, which will be coming up in Enugu. And also, we are expecting the time and the date and when the event will take place. Will it be the same way it is going on presently in Abeokuta, or will it also be in December, which normally it's a norm when it comes to the festival? But we are still expecting the National Sports Festival to come up with the tentative date for the next sport festival. A lot. We also spoke the preparation, the ongoing sport festival. Yes, talking about that one again. We also talked about the power outage that went down. I know many will be wondering what happens in the course. It was in the course of the 10,000 meters. Yes, it was in the course of the 10,000 meters. And that event was going on when the power outage
so what happened?
Went off. So, hello.
Yeah. So what happened in the course of it? Was there a rerun or something?
No. It was powered on
immediately. Okay. Awesome.
Immediately it was powered on.
Awesome.
Immediately it was powered on. So that was what saved the situation. So you can imagine people running, and that happened. It actually was restored immediately.
Okay.
And we couldn't get real updates. We tried to get clear answers of what really happened. Maybe there was this technical glitch that happened within a split second. But within the space of 2 minutes, it was again restored, and the event eventually continued.
Okay, awesome.
I will go straight to Hamburg. When results coming in, says that Ogu defeated Delta. I don't know why Ogu is always defeating Delta. Delta are the defending champions. Ogu are the host state. Hopefully, maybe they want to really surpass Delta State. But I don't see that happening anytime soon, because Delta State are sitting comfortably on the table. And now we are in the athletic event itself. And this is where I feel that to clinch this about Ogu, SR Delta in the quarterfinal of the handball. Then Sokoto also defeated Bauchi 45-18. Oyo lost to Kogi, and we saw how Edo defeated Lagos in that particular quarterfinal of the handball. Now looking at the other events, talking about the semifinals of the handball, is going to be a mouth-watering fixtures. If you ask me, it's going to be a mouth-watering fixtures in the handball as I give us the fixtures. Now, in the female category of the handball semifinals, Ogun will take on Kogi. Ogun will take on Kogi in the female event, 9 a.m. this morning. That is in the next 14 minutes. And also in the other semifinal, Sokoto will take on Edo precisely at about 1 p.m. And then we'll look at the male category. Edo will take on Lagos at 11 a.m. and Ogun will take on FCT precisely at about 3 p.m. Talking about the semi-final of the ongoing sports festival, that's the handball event. Let's also tell you that if you look at the fixtures for the semi-finals, Ogun, they are represented both male and both male and female are represented in the semi-finals of the handball event, and Edo, they are also represented both male and female. So Edo and Ogun, I think they really want to catch up on the medals too.
Are you there?
So FCT, yes, they are in the male category, and of the event, and let's see how it turns out if FCT can get something out of this. Judy, I don't know if you have any question or probably want to say something before I continue with the other sporting event.
Vicky, we may not be able to go beyond now because there are also other things that we are, trying to put, together for 9 o'clock and all.
I can understand.
So but then the question I would have asked you, you've answered already. I mean, while a sporting event is going on, power outage, but you said in a twink of an eye, it was restored, right? And I think that's a thumbs up to the organizers of the National Sports Festival right there in Ogun State.
Well, Mr. Vick, I'm sure you can already guess what I have in mind to say. Last week Friday.
I know Delta State.
Please tell Team Ogun they've got nothing on us. Worry not a carry last. I'm sure they are aware of that. Right. Thank you very much for this update.
If you ask me before I actually leave, I think the host state are really doing everything possible. They are trying to prove that they can host and they can win. And that's just the truth. They can host and they can win. But if you look at the table before I go, Delta State are on top with 65 gold medal. Yes, 65 and 33 silver and 55 bronze medal. Followed closely is Bayelsa and Ogun. They are in third position with 37 gold and 21 silver. Total of 90. So Delta State still in the driving seat. Rivers State, Edo State, and Oyo State, including Lagos State, they are coming with the speed of light.
Talking about speed of light there, I'm glad that we now have the fastest man in Nigeria. Wow, you made that clear. Awesome. So, with that, we hope that with that speed, that we will also have some speediness when it comes to Nigerian sports industry or the sports sector now, and see how all of these can be, spread across every sport, representing us, in goodwill, and of course bringing the medals back from the international and global scene, sporting world.
Exactly.
Yeah. Thank you so much, though. Appreciate your time with us. And of course, you too, please stay safe out there in Ogun State, because your endorsement awaits you here, Vicky. You cannot escape it. Thank you. All right, Vicky. Have a good one there.
All right.
Right, and that's how we call it a close right here for Sports on Eagles Wings. Well, you've been inundated as when it comes to some things going on in the sports world. My name is Udwak Daniel. We'll be right back at 9 a.m. for, the Eagles Outlook, where we'll talk politics and current affairs.
Absolutely. Still a more if a peace or summary. Good morning.